going on, guys? It's New York Prepper here, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to do another overlooked prep video as everybody's rushing to prepare for the coronavirus. So here's a very overlooked prep that I noticed a lot of preppers overlook and they forget to stock up on. And this is something you'll definitely want for the coronavirus outbreak that's coming. So what that is just some can openers. So here we have different varieties of can openers, but you want to have a variety of can openers. You want to have a couple of different can openers. And you want to have some at home, and you want to have some in your bug out bag. So I have some of these are just as examples. These are probably, you can get a decent can opener for like 10 bucks, 15 bucks. Don't get something really cheap, get something decent, because if it's a SHTF situation or if it's a pandemic like the coronavirus, you don't want to buy a cheap can opener that's going to fail after, a couple of cans, so get something decent. These are pretty decent, and get yourself a few of them. Keep them on hand because these get dull. The blade gets dull on the can opener. And, if we're talking about like a grid down situation or a pandemic, you're going to be using a lot of cans. You're going to be opening canned food a lot. Like this, this is just a number 10. They call these number 10 cans. This is some freeze-dried diced beef. And I have a bunch of these number 10 cans of freeze-dried food. And when you're opening big cans like this, you're going to wear out the can openers pretty quickly. And you want to have quite a few of them on hand because, if your can opener gets dull, something like a can opener, it may be hard to find actually in a store because people are going to be buying it up. They're going to try to buy up all the can openers because they're going to need them. So, it's good to stock up on some can openers and get yourself a few and keep them on hand in case you got to open cans. Same thing with these, just regular cans that you buy at your store. Canned tuna, canned chicken. Here I just have some canned spinach. If you're going to be opening a lot of cans, the can opener is going to get dull, So make sure you have enough can openers on hand, because they may be hard to come by after SHTF. Another thing too is these disposable can openers, which I keep in my bug out bag. These are what they call GI or military issue can openers, disposable can openers. And there's two varieties. They have the P38 and the P51. The P38s are made more for smaller cans like this, or for tuna, things like that. And then the P51s are larger. These are the P38s. The P38s are 1.5 inches long, and they're made more for like consumer grade cans, stuff that you would buy at your local grocery store, cans of tuna. And then you could buy larger ones, the P51s, which are 2 inches long, and the blade is a little bit bigger. I'll just show you, if you've never used one of these before, how it works. So basically you have this disposable can opener. Oops, I just dropped one. Nice thing about it is you have a little eyelet there, so you can, put it on like a little key ring and keep a bunch of them together, which is what I did for my bug out bag. And basically all you do is you pop the blade down. Pop this blade down here. What's going on? Let me see. Looks like it's stuck. You pop the blade down like this on a 90-degree angle, and then all you do is you just lever it down like this. I'm not going to actually do it because I don't want to waste one, but you open it up to a 90 degrees, and then you punch it into the can. So you see this little thing here, this little notch. You notch that around the rim of the can, just like so. You see how it's notched around the rim, and you fold out the blade. You see how the blade is folded out, and once it's notched on the rim, you just take your hand and you twist it, and it'll punch the blade into the into the can. All right, you just twist it and you move your way along the can, you know, opening it just like so, you know, making sure that the notch lines up on the rim, and you just keep opening it and sliding it along, you know, the can just like so. It's very straightforward, and definitely good to have at your house or at your bug out, in your bug out bag. You know, in case if you're in a survival situation or a bug out situation and you come across some cans of food that somebody left behind in their house, you can scavenge them, and you know, you'll want to have some of these can openers, especially because you know, you could theoretically, you know, use your knife, but your knife blade will get dull pretty quickly. Opening up cans of tuna or, you know, any kind of tin can, the blade will get dull. If you have to do it once or twice, you know, it's not going to make a huge effect on the blade. But if you have to open a lot of cans, it's going to dull your blade. So definitely don't want to rely on your knife to open cans. Another thing you may want to consider is if you buy a multi-tool, multi-tools will have can openers on them. Like here I have a bench. This is a Leatherman Wingman, and this one has a can opener here on the back. It folds out, and you know, I can just punch it, you know, right here. The way that works, if you're not sure how that works, you take this little hook here, you hook it around the rim just like the other one, just like the disposable P38, and you lift up and it'll punch. The blade is here, and the blade will just punch right into the can, and you work your way, you know, along the can, and you open it up that way. All right. These are, again, I would not rely on this because it will get dull. As you see, mine got dull because I opened a few cans with it, because this is my EDC multi-tool. I carry this Wingman as my EDC tool, and you can see that it's, I'm trying to show you guys here. I tried to sharpen it, but it will get dull because tin is a very strong metal. Not strong, but it's hard. It's a hard metal, and so it will dull your blades. So you don't want to rely on this as like a regular can opener. This is more for like emergency use, like if you're bugging out and you're moving through an area and, you know, you want to scavenge some resources and you're hungry and you find a can, you know, a can of tuna or something, you can open it with your multi-tool if you have to. But if you do it a lot, it will dull the blade. Here's my SHTF multi-tool. This is a Leatherman Wave Plus, and this one also has a can opener on the back. Right here has a can opener on the back. All right, so either one of these tools would work. You know, Leatherman Wave has one. Most multi-tools will have one. So that's another thing to consider. You know, you want to have a multi-tool that you can use to open a can in case it's a worst case scenario and you don't have any can openers on you, you know, and you don't want to use your knife because your knife can get messed up. So like I said, guys, stock up on the can openers, get a few of them. You know, get yourself some of these disposable can openers. You know, stock up on them, because if you're in a situation where you're in a lockdown, you know, you want to make sure you have enough can openers on hand, because you're going to be opening freeze-dried food cans and regular cans, you know, so the blades will die out quickly, or will wear out quickly. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. God bless. And remember the 3 Ps: prepare, practice, and persevere.